Pisces. This is a bonus reading for you. This is a bonus pick a card. This is for what major change is coming next. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. The links to the piles will be in the comment section, so you can fast forward to that pile and get right to your reading. But take a moment and figure out what you're being pulled to. We have the Lucid Dreams Tarot deck in pile 1. We have the Wild Reflections Tarot in pile 2. And then we have the traditional Rider-Waite Smith Tarot on pile 3. So take a moment to figure out what pile that you would like, and we will meet you there. I will start with pile 1. Okay, Pisces, for those of you that chose pile number 1, let's go ahead and call in spirit for you and see what cards are here for you for what major change is coming in for you. Okay, so I've got 4 tarot cards here, and I have a an oracle card from the Akashic Records, and then I'll finish off with a message from the universe. So let's see what major change is coming in for you, Pisces, for pile 1. Okay. A major change that's coming in for you, Pisces. It looks like you could be dealing with somebody in the future where there's somebody that's not honest. This could be somebody that you may have had a family tie to, somebody that you could be married to. So there's some type of manipulation or dishonesty or something like that, or some controlling kind of person in your life that's coming in the future to change your life. This could be somebody that you are married to, a family, a friend. It could be just a gathering as well. You could be going to a wedding. You could be going to even like a class reunion. It could be any kind of like community gathering. It could be your home. It could be a family reunion. It could be anything like that. But it seems like you're going to be dealing with somebody that's irrational, somebody that's manipulative, somebody that's cold, ruthless, etc. This is somebody that wants to kind of take control of a situation. Somebody's taking action here. And there is some type of struggle or defensiveness that's coming in. And it feels like your energy, that you're going to be very defensive when it comes to this person. They could leave you exhausted. So this is a change that's coming in for you, Pisces. Let's do a little bit digging deeper here to see what's going on. Let's clarify. Yeah, this person is very manipulative. This could be a woman, somebody that's very harsh, deceitful, pessimistic. Somebody is very bitter. It feels like a female energy. Doesn't have to be. But it could be during some type of get-together. This could be something, this could be work-related. So this could be a social gathering with people that you work with. There could be some type of female person who's very bitchy or cold or manipulative, very controlling. They abuse their power. This could be your boss. It feels like it could be work related or something around how you make money. There could be some type of celebration or something coming together, a gathering perhaps for work where this person is coming in to change things for you. So it could change your job. Please clarify the Chariot. So you're going to feel very, you're going to maybe want to leave this job with the Star card being reversed here. You may be wanting to get away from this person. It feels like this could be changing your life in a way where it changes your employment or the way that you make money. This person is very harsh, manipulative. They abuse their power. They're very controlling. It's hard to be defensive around this person. You always are having to put up your walls when it comes to this person. They're very, it's a struggle being around this person. But the action that's going to be taken here is, I feel like you're going to disconnect from these people or person. And it may end up, you may be feeling a lot of despair, but again, you're going to remove yourself from this situation. Yeah, this is, you may be struggling with this person. There's a lack of conflict. There's a lack of teamwork. I feel like this is job related. You could be leaving your job. This is for what you don't see. This is the next major change in your life here, Pisces, for pile number 1. What is the advice here for Pisces? I think, like, you know, this is coming. This person is emotionally immature. And Spirit is telling you to escape from this situation. Listen to that inner child of yourself that knows that this is not, will be a very difficult decision for you to leave this behind, but it looks like you're going to. Spirit is advising you to really listen to that inner child. Don't neglect that person within you that needs that nurturing, stable environment, much like a child would need, and you're not in that kind of environment. And it looks like it's work related. So there's going to be some type of gathering that you go to, or that you are within, or it's just at work, where you're dealing with some type of manipulative type of person. And it's very hard to work with this person. And I see you leaving. There's going to be fast movement here. There's going to be rapid change that comes along with this. But I also feel like there'll be excitement because something new will be coming in for you, Pisces, as you leave this behind. This is the major change in your life that's coming next. So the Akashic Records card says, have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything is going to be okay. Yet still you must do exactly that, because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you've never imagined were possible. And a message from the universe, pile 1, it says, if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you're being supported and cared for and divinely protected by the universe. And beautiful things are about to happen to you. And I feel like by you leaving this, it feels like employment behind, or however you make money. You're dealing with somebody that is very harsh, cold, manipulative, and it's time for you to walk away. But I do feel like what is coming for you, these beautiful things that are about to happen to you, is going to lead you towards a lot of excitement in the future here, Pisces. What a wonderful reading. Now, you're going to lose your job, but it feels like it's going to be on your terms here. So this is the major change. Whatever employment you have or however you make money, it's going to change. This is the next major change for you. So I hope you enjoyed the message, pile 1. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. And if you'd like to go deeper, you can find me at nightbirdtarot at Gmail. nightbirdtarot99@gmail.com. I do 3 question video readings for you, and I'll give you more of that information when you send me a message. Have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. So if you chose pile number 2, you chose the Wild Reflections Tarot deck. I also have an Akashic Records Oracle card here for you, and I will finish off the reading with a message from the universe. So let's call in Spirit for you. Okay, pile 2, this is the major change that's coming next in your life. Let's see what's going on here. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Hangman reversed. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's going to be some type of breakdown of the home or family unit here, with the 10 of Cups being here in the reverse position. So the next major change could have something to do with a disruption within the family unit. There could be family strife. There could be changes within the family. With the 7 of Pentacles, it feels like you could be gathering a lot of resources at this time. Perhaps you will need to gather resources because of the change that's going to be coming into the family, there's going to be disruption. There's going to be a disruption of normal routine, in other words. There could be also an end of a friendship or a relationship here as well. So this could be major changes that are coming in. It seems like you're gathering up resources or getting information in order to move forward here. We have the Three of Cups reversed as well. There could be an illness in the family that changes the family dynamic. Perhaps there is, and again, I don't do health readings so much, but I am seeing some type of health problem perhaps coming for, and it may not be you, Pisces, but there's some type of health issue within a family unit that's going to change the dynamic of the family. It feels like if this is you, that you may be diagnosed with something, and you may have to like slow down with work. So then you have to figure out what all do you have, gathering up the resources that you need. So this could bring this family strife. There could be some type of illness or new diagnosis, or something that comes to light in the family. And it doesn't have to be you, Pisces. It could be somebody in the family that changes the dynamic of the family. And this could just be mental illness. It doesn't have to necessarily be like somebody gets sick and they go to the hospital or something like that. There could be something that goes on that changes that. We're going to go back and clarify. It's going to make you see things very differently with the Hangman here. So whatever this major change is for you, pile 2, is going to change your family dynamic. You're going to have to kind of put your resources together in order to deal with this situation. You're definitely going to see things a lot differently. Let's do some clarification here. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Whoa. Sorry, went right on the floor. Ace of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's some type of conflict. Yeah, there's some type of transition that's going on. Now, it could be a physical death, or with the Death card being reversed, though, there's like unfinished business. And then we have the Sun card. You're definitely seeing things a lot different here. Okay, so there's a lot of emotion that goes into this because of the Page of Cups. This is a new emotion. And you're not quite you don't know how to quite handle it, pile number 2. So you're gathering resources at this time because of the news of something that perhaps is going on within the family. It could be illness. It could be, you could be having conflict over what to do about this illness. You could be having conflict within, talking about, for instance, and this is just a for instance, say a loved one gets cancer, okay? I had cancer 9 years ago, so I can talk about this. So at that time, I'll give you an instance of my situation. At that time, I was married. And I was talking with my spouse at the time, and I thought, I'm going Western medicine. I work in healthcare. This is what I'm used to. I'm going through chemo. I'm going through radiation. Now, my spouse has another mindset. So he thought, why don't we do the holistic approach? See a holistic doctor, blah, blah, blah. And I was open-minded to it, and I saw the holistic doctor, but I also saw my Western medicine doctor, and we did lots of different tests, which concluded that if I didn't do chemo and I didn't do radiation, that I was in the 90 percentile that it would reoccur. I had a very rare aggressive breast cancer. So to make a long story short, there could be conflict about how to get treatment. There could be conflict with your family about what to do next. That type of conflict is what I'm feeling here. So the major change is going to happen to the family, okay? You're going to see things very differently when this comes in. With the Sun card here, It's almost like you're going to realize what is important here. You're not going to think about, the physical at this point. You're going to think about your relationships, the emotions, what makes you happy, what brings happiness to this unit. That's what's going to change your mindset here. You're going to completely change your way of thinking and seeing things here, Pisces. With the Ace of Pentacles being reversed here, clarifying this, it feels like, you're going to be gathering your resources. And this could be just like reading things, watching YouTube videos, learning about whatever this illness is or whatever this is that's causing family strife within this family unit. You're going to be looking up things, okay? And it's going to feel like you're going to be, it almost feels like you're, how do I want to say this? You're going to keep yourself busy so you don't feel it emotionally, if that makes sense. I'm going to keep myself busy. I'm going to keep looking for ideas in order to help this thing or help this work out, or how to, I'm going to be diligent. I'm going to get as much information as I possibly can, but you're almost doing that to, not deal with it, if I could say that. That's what it feels like here with the Ace of Pentacles. That you feel like you're not going to deal, you don't want to you're physically dealing with it, but you're not going to emotionally deal with it. You're going to keep yourself busy so that you don't have to emotionally deal with it. Because this is something very, very new for you. This is something that you've never gone through in your life. This could be you that's dealing with some type of new health problem or something that's a problem, okay? And this is something that's very, very new for you. So you're going to keep yourself busy by gathering as much resources as you possibly can, is what it feels like here. It's not going to make you feel better. It's like busy work, in other words. We do have the Death card here reversed in the reverse position here. This is why I'm kind of feeling like this is some type of bad situation that's come into the family, that there's like, you're trying to do anything and everything to make it better, but it's almost like it can't be made better. You're only causing conflict by not looking at it for what it is. And really, changing your viewpoint about what really matters. This is Source, the Sun card. This is God. So really seeing things for what they are and changing that mindset completely is what I'm feeling here, Pisces. So this is the next major change that's coming in for you. So it feels like it has to do with family. It doesn't have to be you, but you could be dealing with something that's going to change the family unit forever. What is the advice here for Pisces, please, Spirit? So there's an imbalance here. So I feel like with the Judgment card being reversed, there's an imbalance between spiritual and the physical. So Spirit's advice is to get right with God, is what it feels like with the Judgment. What else? What is the advice here? And then we have the Magician. Gosh, a lot of major arcana here. This is a major change in your life here, Pisces. And we have the Tower right in the back of the deck. My gosh. This is going to change the trajectory of your life, Pisces. Major, major, major change here, Pisces. The Magician being reversed here. I feel like what the advice here is to get right with God here. And putting your own gift to use. You have the connection with the divine. Everyone does, not just me. Everyone has that. So it's like the advice is to get right with God and use that connection that we're all born with, that we all have, and tap into that, Pisces. Let's see what your Akashic Records Oracle card says. It says caring connection. It says a new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possible even romance. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. I feel like what's going to happen through all of this chaos and confusion about what to do here, it's going to bring a new connection in, a much deeper connection, not only with this person within your family unit, but also with God. And then we have your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been put on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs attention the most. So those are the messages that I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons if you want to. Hit the thanks if you're called to do that. And if you would like to go deeper, you can find me at nightbirdtarot99@gmail.com. I do a 3-question video reading that I deliver to you. I can give you more of that information if you reach out to me. Let's move on to Pile 3. Okay, Pile 3. Pisces, if you chose Pile 3, you've got the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. And I also pulled an Akashic Record Oracle card and a message from the universe to finish up your reading. So let's call in spirit and get started. Okay, Pile 3, let's see what your tarot cards are. This is what the next major change in your life is. We have the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay, lots of thinking or mind mentality, okay? So all about the mind. So it looks like we've got a figure here that is kind of stealing some ideas, basically. So the next major change, you could have somebody in your life that could be stealing ideas. This could also be you, Pisces. You've got a smirk on your face, or this person has the smirk on their face. You know, there's people in the background here. They don't even see what this person is doing. They're sneaking away. They've got these swords in their hands, but, you know, there's a couple of them that they left behind as well. So they're not even noticing that they're tiptoeing away, carrying 5 of these swords, but there's 2 left. So these are ideas that somebody could be taking from you, or you could be taking from somebody else. It seems like with the 5 of Swords here that you could be retreating in some way. Perhaps you let that person take some of your ideas. So this could be the next major change. So maybe you let that person take those ideas and you've just decided to let them walk away. Or you've taken those swords back, some of them back, okay? You've gotten some of those ideas back, and you feel proud as, you know, you have defeated this person that might have taken some of your ideas here. With the Queen of Swords here in the reverse position, and again, we're going to go back and clarify. You could have been dealing with somebody that had a bad temper, or you could be dealing with somebody that has a bad temper for what this major change is. And then I see a swift movement. So let's go back and clarify and see what is going on exactly. Clarify the 7 of Swords, please, Spirit. So again, this is a major change. It feels like it could be work related. Somebody taking your ideas here, Pisces. You have the Empress reversed. Please clarify the 5 of Swords. Whoa, we have the 2 of Cups, so maybe it's not somebody you work with. It could be a partnership. So it could be somebody that you've dealt with in partnership way. Hey guys, don't play under my legs here. Go. I've got my animals right under my legs here. Can we not do this? Can we go somewhere else? Thank you. And clarify the Chariot. And we have the Queen of Wands. Back of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I feel like right away, because what I'm seeing here is there's some type of partnership and it has to do with income. So it feels like this could be somebody that you've collaborated with. So this is a major change that's coming in for you, pile 3. It could be to deal with somebody that you've collaborated with, that somebody's taken your ideas and they've run with it. They're basically taking those ideas as their own and using those ideas. But these ideas were yours, okay? This is the the Empress. This is somebody that, I mean, you could be in a domestic relationship with, you could be a partnership with, but it's like somebody, or, you know, you could be living with this person and they've taken your ideas and run with it, and stating to everyone and anyone that they're their ideas, but they were yours. They stole them from you. This is somebody that's incompetent, okay? This is somebody that lies. This is somebody that is deceitful, and it's like they've taken your ideas, and this is somebody that you've had a partnership with. It could be romantic. It doesn't have to be. It feels like it's more business with the Queen of Pentacles being in the shadow for what you don't see. And with this Queen of Pentacles being back here, this is somebody that's untrustworthy. Okay, this is what you're dealing with that you don't see. This is going to change your life dramatically. Okay, this is the next big change that comes into your life, dealing with the situation. Somebody takes your ideas. This is somebody that's untrustworthy. They're very sneaky about it. Okay, and they're conniving. So they're telling other people that these were their ideas. This is somebody that you've been in a partnership with. It could be work related. And they are getting the victory and glory for what they've done. They are taking the spotlight here when this was your idea. And then we have the Queen of Wands here with the Chariot card. I feel like this is your energy here with the Queen of Wands being reversed here, Pisces. And it feels like you may try to get revenge on this person. Or maybe it's them and they were trying to get revenge on you. But this is a major change. This is somebody that you can't trust. This is somebody you've been in a partnership with that has taken your ideas, they've run with it, and they're getting praise for it. That just makes me mad. What is the advice here for Pisces, please? So do you have somebody in your life, pile 3, that you're partnered up with, that you're sharing your ideas with? Because it seems like they may be taking your ideas and running with it, and then they're going to be in the spotlight because of it, not you. And you may be trying to get revenge on this person. So this is the major change. What is the advice in this situation here? We have the King of Cups. The advice for Pisces. What is the advice in this situation here, please, Spirit? The Ace of Swords. Okay, so in the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands here. You've had a lot of passion when it comes to this situation. These were your ideas. They were grown inside of your brain, and you feel wounded now. These things you were very, very, very passionate about, okay? This is definitely fire energy here. You feel wounded after everything. You're still standing, but this will definitely hurt you. It feels like somebody has stole the passion within you. These ideas you had a lot of passion about. And we have the King of Cups here in the reverse position. As your advice, I feel like what Spirit is saying here, that this person that you feel that you're in this partnership with, that you feel like you can trust, they are untrustworthy. They are some type of manipulative kind of character. So Spirit is advising not to trust this person. And with the Ace of Swords, this is not their idea. This was your idea, with the Ace of Swords being reversed. It makes me feel like it's going to be a breakdown of this relationship, a major breakdown in this relationship. So this is what's going to be the major change in your life, is this partnership. They're going to be taking your ideas that you've been very passionate about here, Pisces, and they're going to run with it, and everybody's going to praise them for their ideas. But these were your ideas that you were very passionate about. You're going to come away from this very wounded, Pisces. One more, please. What is the advice? What is the advice here? So the wheel is going to be turning in your favor, however, Pisces. Karma will come back at them. So this is the card you want when you want revenge, and this may be you. Karma is going to come back around for this person. So that is your advice here, to hold your head up high, okay? Stand your ground. You may feel wounded that they've taken all these passionate ideas that you've had and taken them as their own, but the karma will come back around. See things in a different perspective here, Pisces. Okay? You'll be able to think of new things. You have that creative spark within you. This person did not. They had to steal it. The karma is going to come back around for this person here, Pisces. Let's see what the Akashic Records Oracle card says. It says, jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. So it feels like, don't be broken down by somebody stealing your ideas. You are full of ideas here, Pisces. You are the most imaginative, creative person within the zodiac. This person is not. They stole your ideas. So it's okay to jump back in with those ideas and perhaps not partner up with this person who's taken this victory of yours. And then we have, choice is the most powerful tool you'll have. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several doors, bringing in new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. So I'm going to leave the reading there for you, pile 3. If you like the reading, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit all the buttons, hit the thanks if you're called to do that. Hit all of them if you want to. If you'd like to go deeper, I do private readings. I do 3-question video readings, and I can give you that information. If you just send me an email message, and I can send you that information at nightbirdtarot99@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed the bonus pick a card this week, and I hope that you have a wonderful evening tonight. Please be kind and compassionate to one another, and I will see you soon. Namaste.